So lately I've had this overwhelming desire to paint still lifes. I then began to think of what would be the best way for me to go about doing that. My current space has a lot of different lights on while I work, and so this would cast too many shadows in front of me if I were to do a little still life on my desk. The solution to this is to make a Shadowbox or a still life box. I was very happy to know that making these takes just a little bit of cardboard and some taping skills. How I broke the box down was I separated it into its largest flat pieces and went to cutting. I needed something that could sit on my desk, so I wanted to make sure that I had enough material to work with to make a smaller shadow box. For measuring, I just went 1 inch larger than what my canvas size was going to be, which was 7 by 5. Also, I really like to cut on top of other cardboard. That way I can push a little harder and I'm not getting into my desk with the X-Acto knife. 2 sides down, 3 to go. This is one of the bottom pieces. It's square. I hope this will give me a lot of area to work on for posing my subjects. Next, I'm going to tape it all together using painter's tape. I do not recommend using painter's tape though. It was the wrong choice. I'll have to redo that part of my shadow box later on. It's going to hold up for a little while, but it's definitely the wrong choice of tape. I also have tape on the inside of the shadow box. I would also try to avoid that next time. Maybe when I redo the taping, I will just completely take out any tape that will be on the inside and just opt for tape on the outside. I'm very excited to start using this. Before I can, I have to spray paint it black. It doesn't have to be spray paint. That's just what I'm going to be using. One last check over before I go and do that. You can use whatever color of paint you want. I chose black just so I had a consistent color to work with while starting. I also cut in some holes so I could add some light. I just tape the flap open so I can close it anytime I need to. And this is what it looks like getting it set up. I have my subject in place and I now add the light. My light is a gooseneck light, so it's super flexible. It can bend around however I need it. It sometimes is tricky getting it to stay, but once it is, it typically doesn't move. I can also move the box around to get different angles. I built this so I could practice my gouache and practice doing still lifes in gouache. It's going to be a fun little journey to see what this medium can do and what I can do with this medium. I'm typically working with watercolors, so this should be an interesting experience. I hear a lot of people say it's like a mix between watercolor and oil paint, so that has me super excited. I hope this video was helpful to you, and I'll see you next time.